Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. Good morning, good friends. We are back another week. Look, I could have probably gotten about another 2 or 3 more hours of sleep.
Facts.
But I'm okay. You know, a big weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Hendo knows I talked to Hendo for about 2 hours yesterday. I've been working on some things behind the scenes, y'all. Been working on some things, and when I say day and night, I mean your boy wasn't getting no sleep. Okay, and this is for y'all. I'm very excited. Got to a point where I could slow down and test things out. It still has a lot of work for sure, but I definitely reached a milestone. I felt good, so I got to bed a little bit earlier, and by a little bit earlier, I mean about 11:30, and not 3 o'clock in the morning. But we are here another week. We are getting to that part of the season. There's nothing to talk about. There's not a whole lot going on, but we're gonna find some things. We got one thing to talk about for sure. Actually, we got a few things to talk about. All right, one of them being Fares Knicks. How about that? Hey, first of all, man. First of all, I want to say you're right. You're right, because Fares he stood by it and he stood 10 toes down. He's like, no. The Knicks can beat them, and they're showing it. Still got ways to go because the Spurs don't lay down for anybody. They showed that in the last series, but 2-0 start on the road, that's huge.
Thanks.
That's huge. All right, let's get some shout outs real quick, man. People drawing some super chats. Okay, Dr. Kush, I see you.
Let's go.
A super chat on my channel, a super chat on Hendo's channel.
Appreciate that.
Thank you, man. That's showing some real love in the morning. Okay, I appreciate you. We got Michael Akins in the house. Good morning. Good morning. We got Rainmaker. Good morning.
Morning.
We got Ashley in the house showing love on both channels. Appreciate you, Ashley.
Salute.
Got Is What It Is.
Biggie.
Salute. And Dr. Kush became a new member on your channel.
Oh, shout out, Dr. Kush.
Appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. McKnight, good morning. Joey showing love on both channels. TC, good morning. There's Michael Akins again showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Adam Shanks official says, yo, top of the morning. Good morning to the fellas, Jose, Hendo, Fares, and everyone in the chat. Salute.
Good morning to you. Top of the morning.
And TC showing some love with the super chat. Appreciate that, TC. Thank you. McKnight showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Coach C showing love on both channels. I appreciate that. Got Just Aloe. Salute.
Yo, man.
Kabashi. Good morning. We got God's favorite showing love on both channels. Salute. Ooh. Yes. Ty Riggs. Salute. Terry Woods. Good morning. C Iron Addict. Salute.
It's good, brother.
We got Neuropsych Sports. Good morning.
What's up?
We got Terry Wood showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Got Reese in the house. What's going on, Reese?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Corey Hunt, good morning. And Reese showing love on both channels. Appreciate you, Reese.
Shout out.
Samuel Banks, good morning.
What up?
Corey Hunt showing love on both channels.
Yo.
Ash Marie showing love on both channels. Appreciate you. We got Devin Janelle. Konnichiwa. Good morning to you. We got Tori Trogdon. I said Brogdon. Tori Trogdon. Good day. Yes. So excited for mandatory OTAs. I didn't realize we just found out last night that they're next week. We just found out they're next week. Right? I was like, there's not a whole lot going on for a while, and we're like, wait a minute, there is something going on.
Right.
I'm excited too.
Hey man, doesn't it get confusing? Okay, so like mandatory OTAs. What's the difference in mandatory OTAs and mini camp? With mini camp being leading to preseason games, what's the difference?
You can do more. I think they can put on shells during the mandatory mini camp, so it's not just t-shirts and shorts.
Okay, so it's just the pads, the difference, because I remember they changed the rule, and they changed the rule again, and then they changed the rule again.
Yeah.
So I forgot what the rule was because they've changed it, I think, 3 times.
Right.
I'm not 100% certain.
Okay, because
voluntary
OTAs means it's voluntary, but then you say mandatory OTAs. So what's the difference between mandatory OTAs and minicamp? You know what I mean?
I think for those two, I don't think there's much difference in the training.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably the collective bargaining agreement says, okay, you're allowed to have X amount of practices that are mandatory, and then you can have some that are voluntary.
And there's a cap of padded practice.
Yeah,
they capped. I know they capped the padded practice. That was one of the big things they wanted to cap padded practices to reduce injury in training camp. But then it just led to more non-contact injuries like ACLs and Achilleses and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Tanja. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. And Tori showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Devin Janelle showing love on both channels. We got Point in the house. What's going on, Point?
What's up?
Agnes. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. It is what it is. Showing love on both channels. Yes. Marlande, good morning. Good morning, fellas. I knew that Mike Green comments was going to spark a good conversation. You know it. Yeah. I got it queued up. Don't you worry about that. I be saying salute. Says go Knicks. Okay.
Not you too.
Hey, I'm cool either way. I'm cool either way.
Nah, don't do that. Don't ride defense.
Mm.
You with us or you against us?
First of all, I'm a Nets fan. You know that.
Okay, then you're against us. Then stay on that side.
You
stay
know
on that side. You wear black and white. They wear black and white. You stay on that side. Then
I'm a Nets
fan. Stay on that side. Yeah,
I'm good.
With your 5 random picks that you drafted, 4 different guards that haven't done anything. Stay on that side.
We draft in the future.
What future?
First of all, some of our guys on your team, you're welcome. All right, and thank you for your
one person.
Picks. And thank you for your future picks.
Yeah,
all right?
Pick 32 in every draft for the next 5 years. You're welcome.
You wish.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Look, you got
picks
this
in
year,
the late
20s. You got this year, you got next year.
20s.
But guess what?
Late 20s.
We have your first round picks until 2032.
Cool with me.
Thank you.
Late 20s, 30s. Don't matter to me.
Okay.
All right.
Don't matter to me. Stay on that side, homie.
Right.
Hey, you know what? You know what? I'm good either way because they're giving us some good finals. All right, Jalen Brunson is amazing.
Yeah,
he's amazing. But I will say this: the series ain't over yet. It ain't over.
No, it's not, man. No, it's not.
Nah.
Hey, man. Hey, like Mikal Bridges and everybody said, hey, it's 0-0. It's 0-0. I don't know this 2-0
that's how they got treated.
Yeah, it's 0-0. And especially he needs to treat it like that because he was a part of the Phoenix Suns team.
That went up 2-0.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was.
Too early.
Yeah. So he knows 2-0 means nothing. 2-0 means nothing. 2-0 is the most dangerous score in all of sports. It's the most dangerous score in soccer. It's the most dangerous thing in basketball. So he's seen what happens. 2-0, he's seen it. And he ain't gonna let that happen. That's why it's 0-0 to everybody. I haven't seen them crack a smile. These are psychopaths. That's how you're supposed to treat it.
Yeah, thanks. Point showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Nation World, salute. We got Stretch in the house. Good morning. We got Rainmaker showing love on both channels. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.
YSM, salute. We got Imani. What's good?
Morning.
Showing love on both channels. Pamela, good morning.
Morning.
Nightmare Kilo says, yeah, it must be nice to have a center that could talk his ish and play ball. We'll trade for Chet or Cat.
Dunked on him and said he can't mess with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Balti. That's right. We said
Balti.
That's right.
It's Balti.
Usual sim through this part
right.
of the offseason. Yeah. Bring Ravens back. Yeah, that's true. But more and more people get into all this part of the offseason. Like it used to be like we didn't pay attention to stuff at all. We didn't pay attention to preseason either. when there was 4 games of preseason, we'd be like, man, let me know when the season starts. Right. But now our addiction to football has led us to all these little details. Now I'm like, bring back that 4th preseason game. What are you doing?
Right. We need as much football as possible.
Yeah.
You guys were undefeated in preseason for like 4 years in a row.
Yeah, and it led to nothing.
Absolutely.
Right. It led to injuries.
I remember the year the Colts went 15-1. Remember that year? They went 0-4 in preseason.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay.
Louisville Cardinal Ravens fans, good morning. We got Kwame. Good morning. Says Fares, I heard y'all will sign Jerry Rice next.
No. See, Kwame, you got it wrong. Jerry's too healthy.
See,
right? We're gonna sign Kevin White.
Doesn't it feel good, Kwame? Doesn't it feel good to make those jokes that were made about us to somebody else?
Yes.
Feels
Vindication.
good.
Vindication. Yeah.
You know, because those jokes would have hurt if he was still our coach. Because we would be bringing back Odell. Would be us.
Yeah, it would.
That would be us.
Hey, you had your own Braxton Berrios. His name was Andy Isabella.
Yeah.
Hey man, I can't wait for them 46 yards he had in his career.
Did we locate Andy Isabella?
Where is Andy Isabella, man? Where is he? Like,
at
where,
one point,
where
we
did
questioned
he go?
this guy was real. We're like, I don't know if he's real. I've never actually seen
where.
him play.
Like, does he exist? I remember him at UMass, and then he just like vanished.
I think Bud confirmed that he was actually a player that he's seen with his own
in
eyes.
person.
Yeah. I had never seen him.
You think when Thanos snapped, he actually snapped him out of existence, like in real life?
It's possible.
I think he just like poof, gone, Gunzo.
Yeah.
Where's Bashad Perryman?
Memories.
Where's Bashad Perryman? Where he at?
What's up?
Salute DDSQ. Thanks for coming through. Kobe. Salute. Good morning, Melanated brothers. Good morning to you, my friend. Appreciate you coming through. TC showing love. Appreciate that super chat. Thank you. Stu Wop, salute.
Good.
Showing love on both channels. Appreciate that. Thank you. Training camp leads to preseason. Facts.
But yeah,
facts. Training camp is big now. Training camp is that's essentially preseason for us now. Like, we didn't care about that before, but I think Hard Knocks did a good job of making that more popular. You know,
but that was mini camp though.
No,
training
camp. Yeah,
training camp.
Hard Knocks is training camp. Well, I mean, I don't watch that much anymore, but yes.
So it's training camp. It's the preseason training camp. It's that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the stuff before it. People are obsessed with, voluntary OTAs and rookie mini camps and like the football season ends literally for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, everyone's like, okay, let's take our break, and then boom, we're right in back. It's the 2 weeks after the Super Bowl.
Right.
Those 2 weeks, and then now we're in. Oh, free agency started. Now let's talk about the draft. And the draft takes you from 2 weeks after the Super Bowl into April.
Yeah.
And then you have free agency mashed in the middle, and then boom, and then you're right into rookie mini camp. Literally a week, and then boom, right into rookie mini camp. But then like it's just, yo, man, it's gotten to the point where it's like, hey, man, less is more. We need to, we don't want to get burnt out by this. It had the perfect setup, and it's trying to take more than it's getting.
I don't think we're getting burnt out by it because all they're doing is making the stuff more accessible to us, right? Like, these aren't actual games. These are all things that build an anticipation for the season.
Right.
Like, what do we get out of OTAs? We get a couple of quick video clips of somebody running a route.
Right.
With
some oohs and ahs.
Yeah.
A linebacker covering air, and you're like, what? Reese. Look at the way he turned his hips. Okay.
I mean, because the other thing too, like we talked about, that we talked about last week a little bit was Declan Doyle, just taking command of the offense, and because they showed some of that clip on the Ravens Wired, where he's just commanding practice, and it's just practice, but people were hyped about it because he's doing the thing that we didn't really see from the other coordinators, where like he's very particular about every little thing,
Right.
And even though because he's young, like, I think he's younger than Fares, like he goes out there, he says, no,
32.
you stand over here, huh?
He's 32.
You're 84.
That's a good point.
Is he 32? I thought he's still in his 20s.
No. That's the Jacksonville Jaguars guy. That's the guy that got Grant Udinizic. The Browns interviewed him for a bit, but he's 28.
Oh shoot.
And I think Declan Doyle's in his 30s.
In his 30s?
He's 30.
He's 30? Okay.
Yeah.
Still young enough.
Yeah.
He's my peer.
There you go. But
what am I doing with my life?
He takes control of he takes control of the offense. He's telling them everywhere, like exactly where to be on the field, even in the huddle. He's just like, no, you stand here. You know what I'm saying? We huddle like this. And that's a person with a vision. Mm-hmm. Now it's cool right now because it's training camp. Like it's got to work. If we ain't putting up points, then like, no, actually, coach, I'm gonna stand right here, right? Right. But I like to see that. I like to see that confidence because that's a big thing in this league is having the confidence and instilling that confidence in the players. They believe in what you're doing. They go out there and execute. So even those little things in training camp, OTAs, things like that. That's what we're looking for. That stuff builds up anticipation.
Mm-hmm. So he's a Sean Payton.
Yes.
Disciple.
Yeah. DDSQ says mandatory is the only time the team is allowed to have team practice. No shells, no pads. You can no show to mandatory camp without an excuse. Of course, coaches get mad if you're not at OTAs. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Facts. Mm-hmm. Bucko Beasy, salute. He says Knicks sweep. Okay. All right.
Hey, let's calm down.
Let's see. Down. Well, it starts with tonight, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Armstrong. Good morning. Salute. Good morning. Don Biz, good morning.
Are we going to get hell tomorrow?
Probably not. We got Bucko Beasy with the super chat. It says Knicks sweep. There you go. He made it official. Y'all heard what Eddie Jackson said about the Ravens defense? Did not hear about what he said.
Not at all.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't want to
hear. Yeah, right. You had your time.
I don't hear. Will Trump and Mamdani jinx the Knicks with their expected Game 3 NBA Finals appearance at Madison Square Garden? First of all, Mamdani can bring nothing but fortune to you.
Yeah, he's actually witnessed multiple wins, and he sits with the people.
Yeah, and Trump. Listen, Trump said he gonna go. New Yorkers have made it clear that they will boo the hell out of him if he shows his face. They don't want him anywhere near the Garden. All right, as you shouldn't. You should boo that man everywhere you see that man.
Everything he touches, bro, they all lose. Chiefs got mauled. U.S. men's hockey team lost in that tournament. Everything he touches goes to shit. But we got Mamdani and we got Dan Housen. It's gonna balance it out.
Oh, that's right. That's right. He lifted the curse.
The curse. We balanced it out, man. We're gonna balance it out. And then we also have the power of Celebrity Row.
There you go. And Tyrese, thank you for the super chat. Says, as a Heat fan, I had Knicks in 6. Ferris, I got you.
You know what?
You should never root for the Knicks.
You know what, Tyrese? You had me there, but you started off with something awful. You know what? I hope PJ Brown stubs his toe this morning.
See, man.
What? Wow.
Bucko Beasy, thank you for the super chat.
Always with PJ Brown.
Bucko Beasy says somehow Harbaugh is going to make the Knicks title win about him.
Thanks.
You know, it's funny because I put in the thumbnail Harbaugh wearing a Knicks hat. Yeah, of course he is, because that's what he does. You know, I talked to Jalen Brunson and I told him, you know, play like a Raven. I mean, play like a Giant.
Yeah, right.
I mean, play like the Knicks. And you know, who's got it better than you guys? Nobody.
All right. Jalen Brunson's an Eagles fan.
Yeah. I spoke to the team during training camp and I let them know.
Why would I listen to you?
Even before I came to New York, I knew I was going to be in New York, so I helped them with some picks.
Yeah, I told them when you zig, you zag. Okay.
Oh man, I just realized, man, 2 of our best players are Eagles fans. Oh, that's gross. Oh man.
Let's see. Kwame said on this podcast, Off the Clock, Zay was on the show. He said Zach Orr and Harv's called cover 0 without discussing it. Never worked. Yeah. Without disguising it. Oh, okay.
And it never did work.
Yeah. Well, Yeah. Kobe, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. It says the booze at MSG for DJT about to be generational. Facts.
Yeah, man. And you know, and like, I'm not trying to put this out in the air, but like, let's say we lose, they're gonna
light him up.
They're gonna light him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyrese says, yo, I forgot we got him and people thought Isabella was going to put in work. Listen, at one point, because I was hyped too, because I heard the name. I was like, okay, we got somebody. And he never played. We never seen him at practice. And then I realized I don't think I've actually ever seen this man before. Right. I've heard about him, but I've never seen him. And like, I try to find some highlight clips. I can't find anything. And I'm like, this man isn't real.
Got us hyped for nothing.
Yeah. Did somebody say Brashad Perryman?
No.
And we got another super chat from Kobe. Appreciate that. It says, need to plant a bad story about Declan to keep him keep him level, keep him ground.
Yeah.
Oh, just to keep him on the team.
Just keep him on the team. Hey, yeah, that man. When I say that man is detail oriented, that man, like I saw the Wire clip, and he takes it so far that he's like, "Hey, LJ, this is what you do. When you walk in the huddle, you look to him, and you say this." And I'm like, "God damn!"
It just shocks me that this dude went to Iowa and became an offensive coordinator. They don't know what offense is in Iowa. They're allergic to offense in Iowa. So,
not offensive lineman.
No, not offensive lineman. None of that. Right. Hey man, this is this new generation of coordinator in the NFL where they're starting out at like they're young. They're coming in at 20. A lot of these old coaches would come in, 25, 30, be like real late. Now, they're coming in at 20, 21, and they're in the game 8, 9 years in, and they're getting offensive coordinator gigs at 28, 29. Like I said, Grant Udisky from Jacksonville, with Liam Cohen. Liam Cohen is not even that old either. I think Liam Cohen hasn't even hit 40 yet. So like these new coordinators, man, they're coming in young because football, man, it's it's engrossing with these people, and that's all they live, breathe, and eat football. That's all they do. And we'll see how it is, man. He was the tight ends coach in Denver with Sean Payton. Then he got the promotion in Chicago. So he's a Sean Payton guy. It's weird seeing an offensive coordinator that's not one of the McVay Shanahan hybrids, right? Mm-hmm. So you're getting somebody from the other tree. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that operates with the Sean McVay, Ben Johnson people.
Yeah. Because like B said, like we don't really know what he's gonna run. Like or how he's gonna call the play. Because like yes, he may have come up under McVay, not McVay, under Peyton, right? And he did, he coached with Ben Johnson last year, and he learned from them. But is he gonna run either one of those style offenses, or is he gonna do something different? There'll be some elements of that for sure, but I don't know. I feel like he has some ideas. He has some ideas. Yeah, Don DeJuan. I love our guys. That's a Harbaugh quote. It's not Super Bowl or bust. Another famous Harbaugh quote. I mean, his days are numbered pretty much right there. I mean, it's not Super Bowl or bust, and now you're fired. No, there you go. Thanks. Kobe, thank you for another super chat. Says Mike Green made it clear the team was done with Harbs. It's funny you mentioned that, because I have something to play for y'all.
You know what? Before you play that, Jose, DDSQ, you're correct. The white ones. You're right. The white ones get in, and the white ones get in the early, get early access to coordinator jobs and coaching jobs, right? Like he went from offensive assistant to tight ends coach right away. Then from tight ends coach to offensive coordinator right away. D'Amico Ryans was a outside linebackers coach for 4 years, and then through San Francisco he became the defensive coordinator. So you're right, DDSQ. The white ones.
Even though he played the game at a very high level. Mm-hmm. D'Amico Ryans was a beast.
At one point, you can make an argument he was probably the top five middle linebacker, and probably the only one better than him at one point was Ray Lewis, and then I think some others. But he was the man in Houston. Everyone talks about JJ, but the man in the middle led the defense.
He was a beast. Yeah. Grease says, did y'all hear the comments Mike Green made about coach's staff holding them back? We were going to play that right now. Okay, y'all ready? I had it queued up. Don't worry. Here we go.
To just be quite blunt, I just feel like, different coaches have different philosophies for how they want you to attack the quarterback or how they want you to pass rush. And I just feel like the philosophy that was being coached to us last year probably wasn't the best for us. And I think that you kind of have to shape around your pass rushers and like what they're good at. And when we get in certain situations where we can't really attack the quarterback or can't really get into certain calls, that takes a lot away from your pass rushing ability.
Interesting.
So I think just that versus now, Jesse, when he was at the Chargers, that kind of just speaks for itself.
Well, Odafe, right? Odafe went off when he left. So I think there's some evidence to what you're saying.
Yeah, that kind of speaks for itself. He's known to run and structure a great defense that attacks the quarterback. So, when he came over here and we're going over the philosophies and things like that, it aligned up to what a lot of us bring to the table. So, yeah, I'm excited for myself and also like the other guys are in.
There you go. There you go. So, look, he's saying what we already knew.
Right.
He's saying what we already knew. Like they wouldn't be put in the best positions. And that's another thing too. Like, don't let people tell you like you don't know what you're seeing out there.
Nope.
Sometimes you get these experts, that you don't know ball guys,
right?
and sometimes they make some good points, right? But we have eyes. At the end of the day, the reason why players aren't performing, or the reason why we're not winning games, are just excuses, right? The fact is we're not winning, and that's the whole point of it, is to win. And fans should be upset when they're not winning. Like, we invest too much time, money into this sport. So you should expect your team to perform. And what we saw from that team, and we all saw, like, everybody's playing bad. That can't be the players. That's got to be the coach.
Right.
And he said it. Like, I encourage you to watch the whole interview. He talks about how Anthony Weaver, Jesse Minter, like they've sat down with them and they showed him like the tape from last year and how close he was to being a double-digit sack player. And they referenced Odafe Owe, right? And like they know, like, hey man, Owe left us, halfway through the season with no sacks and ended up with 10 total sacks, if you include the playoffs. Jesse Minter knows what he's talking about. So he is really hyped about this season. And we brought in Trey Hendrickson. So, he expects big things this year. And I love that. I love that, he has that confidence to be like, yeah, man, we weren't put in the right positions. And he kind of hinted towards that too. Like, he said they play more contained, more, this defense is more attacking, and like you saw, we saw Mike Green drop back in coverage before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we saw it. Like we know what's going on there. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that he's holding himself to a high standard. I'm glad he has those expectations. And like I said, that's one of the reasons why I felt like we didn't need to go out and get a edge rusher, because we drafted Mike Green in the second round. There's high expectations of him coming out, and we should hold him to those expectations now.
Yeah, it finally transitioned. We heard something from the defense, because for years, even with Joe Flacco, they talked about not utilizing the skill sets of their players. Harbaugh tried to make everything fit his system, his Raven system. They didn't do anything that was conducive to maximize the skills of their players. Even with Lamar, when we first brought in Greg Roman, it was, Greg Roman made Lamar Jackson. He didn't. He stifled him. And Lamar still went out and won an MVP. Now we're starting to see defensively, and we could all see last year that Zach Orr wasn't using his people properly. Yes, we joked about Roquan and everybody else, but they were never put in a position. You could always see them on their heels, waiting to be reactionary instead of attacking. And like you said, we were playing contained football instead of attacking the quarterback. And I think that this season with Jesse and Anthony, we're going to get after the quarterback. You add in Nnamdi coming back, you add in Calais Campbell. Like, this defense is going to be something scary for the NFL. And he said a lot of things that we knew, a lot of things that we've spoken about for years. And people said, oh, you're being negative, you're crazy. But now it's starting to come to light because these players have more freedom to be themselves. And I think that's one thing that I really like about Jesse. He wants to be a team, but he wants you to be you. And people are starting to air out the quote unquote dirty laundry, and we're starting to see things that we already knew.
Facts.
I understand you want to mix it up defensively, as a defensive coordinator. Mix up defensively, like, drop some people back and all that jazz. Yeah, I get you want to mix it up, but I miss the days when your defensive end rushed the pass or stopped the run. Like, I get you want to mix it up on occasion. You want to drop somebody back because nowadays they don't really do, traditional defensive ends. They're edges. They're, outside linebackers. They're edges and all that. We're trying to be multiple. No, just line up. Look a man in the face. Say, I'm gonna set the edge. And I'm gonna run through your face to get that sack. At the end of the day, football is simple. See ball, get ball. Really, that's really what it is. See ball, get ball. I saw a tweet about basketball, and then someone was like, hey, man, at the end of the day, basketball is about one thing. It ain't about spreadsheets. It ain't about efficiency. It ain't about nothing. It's about who's a B word and who's not. That's what football is at the end of the day.
Well, I mean, listen.
Pardon my friend.
It goes in trends, right? It's a much more athletic game all around now, right? So, your DN's got to be more than just I got to beat my offensive lineman. I got to do a few things because offensive linemen are a lot more athletic now. So you got to be able to keep up with those type of players. You can't just be this big
still
bulky
fat.
dude.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
No.
You should know Tyron Smith. You should know, bro.
Yeah.
In fact, I wouldn't even say the fat. They might have layers of fat, under all that muscle.
Tyron Smith didn't.
It
was just a solid,
that was a dude.
Just solid, whatever. I would just he was a ball of muscle. That's what he was.
That guy that I wanted us to get at the end of the draft that the Eagles picked up, Uwar Bernard from Nigeria.
Yeah,
300 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah, right.
These, but what's happening, right? So all these rugby players, they're seeing what happened with Jordan Mailata, right? And he didn't know what football was. He goes to Philly. Jeff Stoutland made him an all-pro left tackle. And the rugby players are like, I can make more money playing left tackle than playing rugby. So they're all becoming offensive linemen now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no offense.
Bernard didn't play rugby. Yeah. He didn't play anything. I think he played basketball. He played.
I thought
he played weights.
He played basketball for he went to Howard, I think.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, and I was thinking of somebody else. There's actually a rugby player who committed to South Carolina who's 6'7", runs like a 4.5. Is like an almost 300 pounds.
That's crazy.
He committed to South Carolina because their offensive line coach has produced NFL offensive linemen. That's why he selected South Carolina. If these rugby players realize, hey man, let me go learn some offensive linemen, get paid, $30 million a year.
Thanks.
Getting paid more than I get paid playing rugby because the highest amount of money I can get in rugby is, go to Japan. I think it's like $5 million. Yeah, it's still a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not a lot of money, but $5 million playing left tackle in the NFL.
Facts.
That's Jordan Mailata.
Armstrong, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Says every good coach comes up with a system conducive to the pieces you have, not the other way around. Facts.
Except for if you're Greg Roman, you only got one. You only got one coach.
Bill Belichick.
Except for bad coaches. I remember when Eric Mangini got to the Jets and they had what was that linebacker's name? He ended up going to the Saints. He won a Super Bowl with the Saints.
Jonathan Vilma.
Jonathan Vilma. Yep.
Was it Vilma? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Vilma.
Jonathan Vilma. And he played for the Jets, and Mangini got there and traded him. And the reason was he didn't fit what Mangini was trying to do. And I was just like, this is early on, Jose, right? I like my knowledge of football was Tecmo Bowl and stuff like that.
Right.
And I remember saying to B, I was like, you don't trade a player like that because he don't fit your scheme.
You scheme ain't right.
Yeah, I was like, you have to make that work. Jonathan Vilma was a monster.
He was.
Like, I was like, you don't trade him. He doesn't fit your scheme. I was like, you better change it up. Like, you have to be flexible as a coach. Coaches ask these players to be flexible and do different things that don't fit their strengths, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least Harbaugh used to always do that. But a coach can't be flexible in their scheme. They can't drop different things to put their players in the best position to be effective. Right. Then you're not a good coach. Like this is the highest level of coaching. Mm-hmm. If you're not able to do that, you don't belong in that position.
And you know what's crazy to me, Jose? It's always one of them Patriots people that go to a team and like, oh, this is my system.
Mm-hmm.
So you spent 6 years with Bill Belichick. What was his system?
Win.
Exactly.
Flexo said Chatty Patty Ravens players.
Pretty much. Now, like to this day, I never knew what defense he ran.
They're not lying though.
Yeah.
Who?
Bill Belichick. I don't know what defense he ran.
Bill Belichick was game specific. Like that man. That man knows football.
So how are you as Eric Mangini and especially Matt Patricia? You go to a team, you're like, this is how I'm going to run my team. When you spent 10 years with a man who says, I have no scheme. The scheme is the team we're against and the players we have. What position did Patrick Chung play? Can someone tell me what position he played? They said he was a safety.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they said he was. But he was like everywhere.
He was a DB linebacker.
Exactly. Like that's the thing, right? Like, how do you spend? Like it's always the those coattail riders who's like, oh yeah, I have a championship pedigree. That's also another good point. And Eric Mangini is the one who told us.
JR, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate all this love, man. Appreciate that. Zion Young, Mike Green, Calais, Trey Henderson, Travis Jones, Matabike at some point. Aeneas Peebles. Yep. Also a big year for Simpson. It's going to be fun. I agree.
Whoa, Jay. You forgot about
Adisa Isaac. Me and Hendo seen him in person.
He exists.
He exists. And in that practice, he played well. Like we were looking at him, we thought it was Mike Green at first. I was like, that's not Mike Green, man. That's right. Adisa Isaac.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if he can stay healthy, watch out. Mm-hmm. Watch out. Look, listen. Adisa Isaac is a 3rd round pick.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There's some talent there. Injuries have, that's an unfortunate part of the game. And sometimes a player will be often injured until they're not. Sometimes it's just, it could be a trainer thing. We've had that problem here. It could be the way they practice. We had that problem here. Mm-hmm. And sometimes players just get over it and they don't have those problems moving forward. And if he doesn't have those problems moving forward, that is somebody that you can look out for. Now he has a uphill battle because he doesn't have a lot of tape to show, but he's still on the team. He has a chance, and you got to take it from there. We'll see.
I mean, but now there's competition. He should have taken advantage of it when it wasn't as much competition. And people forget about Kamen Rucker. Like I think with some coaching, he might be somebody that he's competing for that last spot for. So Adisa maybe in Miami with Ojabo. So
hey, he might be. Well, might be.
Right.
But you know what though? He'll still be employed. Good for you.
Good for you.
JR, thank you for being a member for 4 months, man. Appreciate that. Oh, look who's here. Look who's here. What up, B?
You waking up early for work, B?
Yeah.
He's getting ready for work. He's getting ready for work. He's excited. It's Monday. we got a lot of work to do today.
That's gross.
Yeah. So Flex Zone, he made a little joke about them being chatty patties. do we count that as them calling out the coaching staff? Like, do we see that as them, putting the business out there? Because you gotta look at the setting. Mike Green was on The Lounge. That is a Ravens sponsored podcast. That's on Ravens.com. The people that are interviewing him are employed by the Baltimore Ravens. They're setting him up for that question. They mentioned Odafe Owe. He didn't bring up Odafe Owe. They mentioned Odafe Owe. Is he being the chatty patty?
No, this was them basically saying we're blaming John Harbaugh. Like it's the organization saying it was John's fault. Right. The reason we underachieved for the last couple of years, it's John. Like it's him. Exactly. Because also too, because I think we talked about this. It's about distraction, right? So during the season, of course, none of them said anything because in locker rooms and organizations, you want to reduce distractions. Because if they were saying this in post-match, press conferences and scrums, it would be like a 2 weeks. It would be like a multi, week stories about Mike Green called out Zach Orr and what's his face, and then it's Lamar. Yeah, it's the organization basically setting Mike Green to say John Harbaugh's the reason we stunk. We underachieved because of him. Right. Good riddance, he's gone. And it's also EDC basically saying, I got him the players. He didn't know what to do with them. Because like you said, Jose, they threw Odafe Owe out there. EDC drafts Odafe Owe. And then Odafe Owe is underachieving, gets sent to it's Los Angeles. They should move back to San Diego. Los Angeles has 7.5 sacks, 10 including the playoffs, $100 million in Washington. And EDC's like, I did my job. He wasn't doing his job.
Right. They call your man AI for artificial intelligence. They say this ain't real. He's a computer generated player.
He's not computer generated, man. Like he's there.
We saw him in person.
He's definitely got to he's definitely got to work on getting out there. I'll say that. You see me looking around my screen. I'm looking at a website. Y'all need to check out LBHTShow.com. All right. I'm just checking to make sure that the live button is there. If you click on it, it's not taking you anywhere yet. I have to fix that. But I told y'all, every week you're gonna see something different with this website. You'll see some small changes. We're working on some big things for the season and even in the off season for that website. Y'all gonna really enjoy it. But in the meantime, listen, the newsletter is there. It's live. Make sure you sign up for it. I didn't post it. I was trying to get in the habit of posting the question for the poll like Saturday or Sunday night. I didn't get a chance to do it, but the poll question for this week and the newsletter comes out today at noon. So you got to make sure you sign up for it. The poll question is going to be, okay. I think this is it. There's a report that Steph Curry is going to meet with LeBron to talk about him coming to the Warriors. What do you guys think about that? Basically, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure exactly how that's going to be formatted, but that's going to be the topic. Is he going to go to the Warriors? Do you want to see LeBron and Steph on the Warriors?
No.
This was brought up during the which Olympics is it? 2022? No, 2024. It was brought up during the 2024 Olympics in Paris when we saw, and then the famous photo of Kevin, him, and Steph. It was like, oh, we saw two of these guys play together. What if we saw the other two play together? It was a match of like Kevin and LeBron, or it was more Steph and LeBron, where you move Steph off ball, you put the ball in LeBron's hands, and you see how it is. It's been a rumor or a figment of our imagination for 2 years since Paris. Right. So we'll see how it is. He's a free agent. You don't need to do no signing trades. You just got to make sure how the money works. You got to get rid of somebody, trade somebody, do something.
We good over here. We got enough people that don't play defense.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, God's favorite says, please no. I be saying with the eye emojis. B says, of course, hating as Hendo says no.
Yeah, man,
LeBron going
because
to the Wizards. Okay.
AJ Dibenza doesn't even want to go to the Wizards. Why would LeBron come?
He wants
This man said, I would rather play in Utah.
Paris.
Because that's where isn't that where he went to school?
Yeah, technically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, who else ended their career in Washington?
Oh, why would he do that to himself?
But who else?
Just more comparison. Why would you do that?
Because
why would you do that?
Because now, if I go to Washington and I take them from that to a playoff contender, now I add.
Well, that's a good point. Something he didn't do.
Right.
Something he didn't do. He was too busy, lambasting and ruining an 18-year-old. But yeah, you're right.
Grease 404 says Zay said that the wide receiver room is going to be great this year. Thoughts? Or should we bring in a vet wide receiver? We should bring in a vet wide receiver.
Hey man, I have this guy named Juju Smith-Schuster. If you guys want him, he's vet minimum.
Not just a vet wide receiver, a good wide receiver. I'm tired of bringing in just vets. Bring in a good wide receiver. Zay's gonna say that. Like, you're supposed to say that.
Right.
You're supposed to say that. You're not gonna throw your teammates under a bus. You're not gonna be like, these guys need work, man. Good thing I'm on the team. All right.
I mean, unless they Falele,
then they did a good job of crafting their comments around not talking about Falele.
Yeah, but we knew who it was
because they just didn't talk about it.
Hey man, Cam Ward outright said they suck his rookie year. They're like, we suck. So
he said that after a frustrating loss. That wasn't in preseason. That wasn't in training camp. He didn't say, listen, y'all, save your money. Don't save your time and money. Don't watch the games. Right. That was after a frustrating loss. It's like, look, man, we're trash right now.
Right. And Adam, don't worry. We're not bringing in Juju. He's up there with Matt Nagy. No worries. He reunited with Matt Nagy. No worries. We ain't bringing him in.
Oh man, we're gonna be talking a lot of Giants on this show. I can see.
Toy Smith is a lot of things.
Have there been videos of Falele practicing with New York? I don't know.
He's the third guard.
So he's okay. So he's gonna be
he's
rotating
the third guard. Yeah, he's the third guard.
I honestly think this. Both Falele and Voorhees, they're put out there way too early.
Mm-hmm.
And for offensive linemen, it could take them years to really catch on. I don't have a lot of faith in them. But I don't think anything of them right now because they're not on our team. But being in a position where you don't have to go right out there and play, you can develop. That's a world of difference for players in general, but especially O-linemen. And I think he might get a little better. He might get a little better as time goes on. It was just a disaster here. Yeah. Same thing with Voorhees. Voorhees, I don't think he's going to end up being a starter, and I think that's going to be better for his career long term. Nightmare Kilo says, "Nah, Fares said, not gonna lie, we asked."
That is true.
That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what Cam Ward said.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
Yep. Nice. Thank you for the super chat.
Appreciate it.
Louisville Cardinal Raven says Falele is starting. I don't know if he's going to start over there. They got man, better guard play over there.
Well, no, our starting right guard is going to be CC Mawanoa. So,
but then again, I mean, listen, Fares is finding out the hard way that Harbaugh is Harbaugh, and Harbaugh does Harbaugh things. It's
first
he can't be, but he can't be that dumb.
First, talent don't matter. This man,
you hear what Fares said? Yeah. You hear what Fares said? He said he can't be that dumb.
Did you not watch the Ravens first?
That's a good point.
First, they took a guy that was a failed tackle, and threw him at guard and just started him for 2 years. They took a dude that they drafted in the 7th round. And threw him in a guard. And even after reports from everybody across the league was like, these dudes are ass. He was just like, they're doing well. I see them progressing every week, and left them in for a full season.
I know.
So
I watched the Ravens with you.
So he
I
can't
watched
be
the
that
Ravens
stupid?
with you. No,
So he
yes,
can't be
he
that stupid?
can. Yes, he
Fares,
can.
I don't want to hear it. No,
You're right.
I'm just saying to you, man. I just like.
On top of it,
How do you then? Why like?
Why what?
That's a good.
Why what?
I was about to say why.
First, you are quote unquote the hottest coaching hire of the offseason, correct? And they got you early. They got as soon as he was gone, y'all scooped him up, right?
They broke every rule. They broke every rule.
We don't care. But at that point in time, first, he had his pick of offensive coordinators at that time because they hired him early. He could assemble a staff at any time. And who did he get first?
Matt Nagy.
And then also, who did he bring in first?
And added Greg Roman as a special assistant.
Like B said right here, Voorhees lost his job to Macari, and the response was get rid of Macari.
Isn't too many. You know, it's also crazy too. That was crazy, man.
Right. Oh man.
I don't know who's also. Hey, here's one thing that no one talks about. They talk about Nagy and Greg Roman. You know who our QB coach is?
Who?
It's Brian Callahan.
The offensive line coach?
No, his son, Brian.
Bill's
the dad.
Yeah.
Brian Callahan is the QB coach.
Facts, bud.
And look what he did in Tennessee. Not a goddamn thing. The only reason he got the job in Tennessee is that they thought he had credit in developing Joe Burrow. No, he didn't. It was Zach Taylor and Joe's God-given talent.
That's not what it was. He got listen,
and his dad.
He's a son of Bill Callahan, and his, his ID was stamped. It was okay, cool. You're in the club.
We'll give him a shot.
Yes.
If he fails, he fails, but we'll give him a shot.
Tanja says if they miss some games, we are banking on what? Right. There's no receivers. There are no receivers behind him that showed you anything yet. We did this a couple years ago when Bate was supposed to be the number one. Had to get Sammy Watkins. But that's always been my point about investing in the offense, because on defense we can say, hey, look, we're stacked here. We got everything we need. Somebody goes down, we're not even counting on Madubuike, right? That's just an added bonus at this point. But on offense, all we're doing is projecting. That's all we're doing. Do I feel good about some of these players? Yeah, I do. But we had two rookie wide receivers that have proven absolutely nothing. The Rashad Bateman debate, that's just the new debate this year. There's always one player like that every year that we make have a debate about, and it's usually on offense. Rashad Bateman had 200 yards last year in 14 games. Right. He hasn't proven. He's never cracked 1,000 yards. He hasn't proven anything. He hasn't proven anything.
He hasn't on it.
Right. So all these excuses, these are just excuses. He's been in the league for a long time. I gotta see results. Right. Tez Walker, there's some promise there, but we're projecting. Hasn't proven anything.
Stop.
So absolutely, yeah.
Stop when he can be number one.
Right.
So if Zay gets hurt,
stop with Tez being he could be our number one. Stop.
Yeah.
He could potentially be pretty good, but stop with he's gonna go from 15 to 7, 10 receptions in his career to number one. Stop that.
Man.
Zay goes down.
Zay goes down. It's three dudes.
But we've seen it. We saw it in Walker. We saw it in the playoff game versus Buffalo when Zay didn't play. Now Lamar did his thing, but what would have happened if Zay would have played in that game, or we would have had a replacement opposite of Rashad? Things may have gone a little bit differently. We've seen in the past. So if you know this, go out there and get somebody else. And it may not be a name, or it may not be a person that you guys want on this team. But if something happens to him, where do we go? Who do we rely on? And it ain't gonna be Mark Andrews.
It's gonna be three. It's gonna be two dudes, really, because the Walker thing it's whatever. It's gonna be the two draft picks. Us behind Zay Flowers is gonna be those two guys. It's gonna be Jacoby Lane and Elijah Surratt. If Zay goes down, they people's roles change. If Walker becomes whatever you guys think, whatever people think he becomes, but the two receivers that they drafted are gonna be those guys. That is true. Adam Randall used to play wide receiver.
Right.
True. Yeah, but he's into it. It goes back to what the Seahawks did a couple years ago, right? They had Tyler Lockett. They had DK Metcalf. They thought, they're fine at receiver.
Mm-hmm.
They still draft Jackson Smith and Jigba. Because John Schneider said, I'm looking for 2 years from now, what's going to be to happen. Guess what happened in 2 years? They trade DK to Pittsburgh, and they let Tyler Lockett walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were like, he's our number one. Let's go get Cooper Kupp. Let's go trade for Rashid Shaheen. Let's add AJ Barner, right? Because the tight end also is a pass catcher. So, he thought 2-3 years ahead. Howie Roseman, he said, I'm gonna lose a player. Let me draft his replacement and then lose it. Like, he knew Nakobe Dean is gone. He's gone in a couple of years. What happened? Let me draft Jahad Campbell real quick. He's gonna be his replacement in a year or two.
First,
that's what they do. Man.
You don't even have to go with defense with Howie. He knew he was trading AJ Brown.
That's true.
Drafted Kyle Lemon, brought in Hollywood Brown, brought in Dontavian Wicks. I think they even got another wide receiver recently. They make concessions. They make concessions to what they're going to do in the future. We don't do that. As a general manager, we sit there and say, we'll wait and see. We'll wait till somebody gets hurt and then decide to make a move with nobody left on the market. The biggest
decision Howie ever made, he drafts Jalen Reagor in front of Justin Jefferson. Everyone's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy?
Facts,
did Howie mess up? Howie did mess up. Guess what he did the next year? Let me go get AJ Brown.
Yep. And Devontae Smith.
Facts. Nightmare Kilo says, I heard somebody say when you hear Ravens fans hyping up a wide receiver, you just know they are going to be mid or terrible. The same way when you hear Bengals fans hyping up the defensive player.
Hey, man, I like Jesse Bates.
I mean,
he's very good. Darqueze Dennard was good.
Stop. First, quit it.
I like Darqueze Dennard.
We're going to end it there, man. I got to get to work.
We're going to end it on Darqueze Dennard, really?
Hey, listen, you brought him up, not me.
Well, let's end it on Shamar Bridges. I knew number one.
Oh, no, see, right there. Neuropsych Sports, you're right. They let Tariq Woolen walk this year. Guess what? They already drafted his replacement already. They already had his replacement. That's why they let him walk. Like, we got your replacement, dog. You can walk. Boye Mafe walked. They have his replacement. Derek Hall. John Schneider is already thinking 2 to 3 years. Thank you, Rodney. Thank you. Someone point out that nonsense on your shirt again. That nonsense, man. I don't want to point out.
Rodney wake up early in the morning to choose violence.
Look at that. Well, what is that? Who is that?
Choosing violence early.
Man?
There you go. There you go.
That's all it be. I got you.
And the link is in Hendo's description if you want to get one of these shirts. All right, go ahead and support that. Also, LBHTShow.com. Sign up for the newsletter. If you haven't signed up for the new newsletter comes out today at noon. The new poll question will be on there. Make sure you vote in it because we do the poll results on the Wednesday show. All right, so check it out. I'll read this and then we get out of here. Tanja says, that's how you build wide receiver room. You get plenty of talent. So unprofessional, the playoffs, Lamar won't be out there with backups. This is the Ravens fan base. It's always enough on offense.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yep.
What's up?
Unkind Raven, what's going on? Yep, you're late and we're wrapping up. It's all good. That's why we got replay. All right. You should check it out. All right, y'all.
Replay, brother.
Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.